Okay, and I've started the recording. So welcome everyone. It's nice to see you here. My name is Vickie Turcotte. I'm the Assistant Director for Support Services at the Chelmsford Library. And tonight I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a grant program that we're running. Before I get started with that, though, I do need to tell you that this program is made possible through federal funds provided by the Institute of Museum and Library Sciences as services as administered by the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. That's official wording I have to say since this is a grant funded program. So welcome. I'd like to talk about a grant that we were recently awarded to help us bring senior or health information to seniors in the town where they are. It's called On the Road to Healthy Senior Living, and it involves a couple of initiatives. One way to bring information directly to the seniors is to partner with other groups in town, such as the Chelmsford Housing Department, the Senior Center, Chelmsford Telemedia, Elder Services of Merrimack Valley, and more, to offer programs on health topics of interest to seniors and their caregivers. These topics, the programs will be on the following topics: finding health information in Chelmsford, which is tonight, the first program; dementia, including help for caregivers; sex education and sexuality; death and dying; mental health care and suicide prevention; and working and volunteering as a senior. Programs will be provided live via Zoom. We'll try to have a regular schedule on those, and we'll post more information about that as it comes together. They'll be also recorded to be replayed both from our own website and Chelmsford Telemedia. And hopefully we'll be able to run them during the senior hours on Chelmsford Telemedia. So if you have that, you should be able to see them even if you do miss them live. Another way we're going to bring information to our seniors is through using our pop-up library. You may have seen information about that. It's kind of a mini bookmobile. It's very colorful, and our goal is to bring it to the senior center and senior housing and assisted living facilities like that in town, so that people can borrow library books and a lot of other materials that we are purchasing just to meet the health needs of seniors. With grant funds, we have started purchasing some new materials, starting with a collection of health titles in large print, and these are available now. And they include things like How to Be a Patient. I'm just adjusting this so I can see myself. How to Be a Patient. Is that reversed?
It's fine.
Good. Terrific. Thank you. This one's Successful Aging. And this one, Maximize Your Medicare, and many other health topics. And we will be adding to that as the year goes on. You don't have to wait for the pop-up library to come and visit you. Hopefully, we'll be able to get started as the months get warmer and as COVID subsides. You can borrow those things now by coming to the library, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. The next thing we have are these items called launch pads. This is a launch pad. It is a self-contained tablet, so you don't need the internet to use it. And it is, we have them on many different topics. This particular one is general topics, general brain busters, including things like a retro arcade, some art puzzles. Oh, goodness. Hidden objects, where you can see a scene and they'll show you objects and you can find them in the scene. So we have these on many topics, including crossword puzzles. This one's playing music right now. I'm going to shut that off. So all kinds of things available to help you stimulate your brain. All right. We also have something called a Playaway. These are self-contained audiobooks that we have purchased on many topics. This one happens to be a meditation to help you manage diabetes. In this little object is an entire audiobook. All you need is a pair of headphones like this, or earbuds, as you may have already. You plug them into this, and then you control the playaway with all the buttons right here. You can take it with you. If you have speakers, you can plug it into speakers, but it's all self-contained. So no messing with CDs or CD players. It's all in here. And we have other things like the 30-day heart tune-up and your health, your decisions. Now, these things are all available, as I said, right now. Even if the pop-up library can't get to you, you can get these items by calling us, letting us know what you're interested in. We will put them aside for you, place them on hold for you. You can come to the library. You can come in and pick them up if you want, or you can call us from the parking lot and use our curbside delivery. You would come to the parking lot, call us, we'll check the items out to you, put them in a paper bag and bring them outside to you, put them on a table, and you can pick those up and take them home. So you don't have to come into the library if you would rather not. So all those things are available. And you can always send someone to pick those items up for you if you are unable to get there yourself. So that's some information about our grant. So stay tuned, look for more programs as they get posted. We've got one coming up in February on the 17th, and it's called Savvy Caregivers, and it's an information session about a possible upcoming program to assist caregivers of family members or friends with dementia, Alzheimer's, that kind of illness that they may need help with. So stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, I am going to turn this over to Danny Lykansion. He is our head of reference, and he is going to give you some information about how to find more information in the library, in town, and on the web. Go ahead, Danny.
Thanks, Vickie. So real quick here, I'm just going to share my screen because I've got a PowerPoint presentation. All right. Come on. How's that look? Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. So as Vickie said, I'm Danny Lykansion. I'm the head of the reference department here at the library. And, you know, we help people answer questions and find information and that sort of thing. And so, you know, health topics are something that comes up quite frequently. People are looking for information about various things to do with health. So I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of the library's resources and then some local and state and even some larger overall like national resources too. Most of this is going to be online. So let's get started. So first of all, library resources. We have a ton of online resources that are available for free from home with your library card. And you can access those through our website, chelmsfordlibrary.org. There's kind of a simple 3-step process to get to anything. Like if you're looking for consumer reports, for example, you could just go to chelmsfordlibrary.org, click on that orange Research It tab, and then there's a drop-down menu there, and everything is alphabetical by name, so you would find it there. So in a moment, when we talk about some library resources, all of them are kind of accessed right in here. You can do that with your card. And we do have more resources online. I also want to point out that all of the resources that we're going to talk about today are on our health and wellness subject guide on the website. We can email this PowerPoint presentation to you after if you would like that as well. You can also find many more resources on our website for a variety of subjects. All of those subjects that are listed there, we have them kind of broken out. You know, all the resources are kind of broken out by those subjects as well. So if you know, for example, you're looking for genealogy stuff, you can just click on those genealogy and obituaries, and you'll get all of our resources that are related to that topic. Try to make it easy. There is also, you'll see that big red box that points at the seniors tab on that little blue menu there. There are some pages there that have specific resources for seniors. So that's another good place to check out if you're on our website. All right, so let's talk about print library resources real quick. We recently started a Spark collection. This is located in the library's large print room. The Spark collection has things that are for people who are experiencing changes in memory or who are living with dementia or their caretakers. So you'll find information about those sorts of health topics in that collection, but you'll also find things like reminiscence kits or other materials that are you know, are the launch pads in there, Vickie, or are the launch pads in the Spark collection? Yeah, so the launch pads that Vickie was talking about that help stimulate, you know, your brain and doing the crosswords and things like that. We put those into the Spark collection too. So that's where they are. The other thing is our nonfiction collection downstairs. The Dewey call numbers generally will be in the 600s for health topics. You know, 612 to 619 contain like dieting and exercise and several medical books on many health conditions. We do have a list of recommended titles that we have made. That is available at the library. We can give you a print copy of that, or you can get it. It's posted into the event. Did it also get emailed to people, Vickie?
I will email it afterwards.
Okay, so we can email that. We'll email that afterwards. All right, so onward to the online resources. So these are some library resources that we make available with your library card. So first of all, something a little fun. If you like food or cooking, we have two databases: A to Z Food America, which is, you know, American regional cuisine, and also A to Z World Food, which is information on cuisines for over 200 different countries around the world. You'll find things like recipes in there, information about the ingredients that are used in those recipes, and it's just there's a lot of information in there about food, just generally speaking. Next one up is Health and Wellness Resource Center. This is a good reference resource for things like diseases or disorders. They have alternative medicine. They have a lot of information in there, including journal articles and things like that. So if you're doing any sort of research on a health topic, this is a good stop to make. Any Massachusetts library card can use this resource. It doesn't just have to be a Chelmsford card. And then last of all, for our online resources, we have access to Universal Class, which offers over 500 free online courses. I picked out some that might be of interest to seniors here. So Advocacy for Elderly Patients, Aging and Long-Term Care 101, Alzheimer's Disease 101, those sorts of things. But there's over 500 courses in here. If you want to learn to bake a pie, they have a course for that in Universal Class. If you'd like to do yoga or like engage in some wellness activities, they have courses for meditation and things like that in there as well. So there's a lot in there. You know, anything that you would like to learn, take a look, because there might be something in there. And they are full courses online for free. If you would like to earn continuing education credits, you can do that through them as well. Okay, so this brings us to the Town of Chelmsford resources. Obviously, the Senior Center, we'll get to them in a second, but Jen Melanson, I'm not sure if you know of her or not, but if you don't, you do now. Jen Melanson is our Community Services Coordinator. Right now, among many other things that she does to help people in the town, she's helping with fuel assistance applications and SNAP food stamp applications. She told me that over 50% of eligible seniors don't use the SNAP benefits. If you would like to get involved in that, you can contact her by phone, email, or through their Facebook page, the Community Services Facebook page. Those two things are not the only things that Jen does. If you're looking for, you know, assisted living facilities and you contact her, she'll help you, you know, navigate that. If you need transportation or things like that, she'll help you find the local transportation. She has helped seniors before find people who can shovel out their driveways or plow them out. So those are some of the sorts of things that she does, but she's kind of a jack of all trades, kind of helping people in the town. Chelmsford Senior Center obviously is a fantastic resource for the town. The building is closed right now, but they have been offering a wide variety of services still. Call-in bingo, the Meals on Wheels for people who are unable to leave their homes right now. It continues. They are helping with transportation as well, the local transportation programs. And then they're still lending some medical equipment, not all of it that they were before, but some of it. And then they are also running numerous virtual programs. You'll find library virtual programs and also senior center virtual programs. They've had some great services, so definitely a resource worth looking at. So moving up a little bit to the state resources. Mass.gov has downloadable lists of all certified assisted living facilities in the state. So if you just want to know what's out there and what's certified, that's a great starting point. You can, I think when you get that list, you can sort it by community, but it might be a little tricky because it's a PDF, but you can certainly search it for specific communities. This is a great way to also check the certification of an assisted living facility that you're looking at maybe and want to make sure that it's legitimate. Speaking of that, Mass Board of Registration in Medicine also maintains a website where you can check physician profiles, find nearby physicians, verify their credentials. All of that information is available online. You just have to go through their web portal, basically. So that's the second resource here. And then third of all is Shine. The Shine program is free health insurance counseling to all Massachusetts residents with Medicare or their caregivers. This is a great resource. If you have Medicare and you have any questions about it, you can find a Shine counselor by calling Mass Options. They can help you out. That's what they're there for. Some nonprofit organizations. Vickie already mentioned Elder Services of Merrimack Valley. I don't have enough space in this entire PowerPoint to list all the services that Elder Services of Merrimack Valley provides. They have so many services. They also put out, I want to draw attention to a specific resource that they have, the Green Book, which is a guide to resources and topics and can point you in the direction of more agencies, organizations, and help on those specific topics. That is available online through their website. We have a print copy in the library's nonfiction section. We also link to it on our website. So it's pretty easy to get a hold of if you're looking for it. But if you're looking for kind of like a directory of topics and like where you can find more information about those topics, that's a great resource. Elder Services of Merrimack Valley has basically everything, everything that you could wish for in a elder services organization. The next organization is Homeowner Options for Massachusetts Elders, HOME for short. They're a nonprofit organization. They don't charge fees to their clients. Their mission is to help seniors avoid foreclosures and age in place successfully. They do have some eligibility requirements. You can check those on their website or give them a call and they'll walk you through it. And then the third resource on the nonprofit side here is Mass Senior Care. This is an organization that has healthcare services listed and facilities, and you can find them and where they are and find some like rating information about them on that website. Mental health resources. The first one here, Call to Talk. This is a primary purpose is like a 24/7 crisis support line. I'm drawing attention to it because they also offer a telecheck service. So you can sign up for this service and they will have trained professionals, they'll have trained staff contact you, every week or so to provide support or conversation after major life-changing events. So this is a great service if you just feel like you need somebody to talk to, just regularly and they can support people in that way. Call to Talk is operated by the United Way of Tri-County. And their number is right on the screen there, but they also have a website and you can find out more about them on their website as well. The Elder Abuse Hotline is a 24/7 hotline to report the abuse or neglect of an elder, of seniors, 65 plus. For nursing home or hospital abuse, they want you to contact the Department of Public Health, and if there's an emergency, contact 911 or the local police. But if you suspect that there is abuse or neglect going on, the Elder Abuse Hotline is certainly available. That's a great resource as well. This last one, William James Interface Referral Service, is probably the best one on the list here. So what they do is they match callers with licensed mental health providers, and usually they're able to do that within 2 weeks of you calling the service. They are not a crisis support line. If you're having a crisis, call something like Call to Talk instead. But if you call the William James Interface Referral Service, what they can do for you is, assess your needs, figure out what kind of provider you need, what your insurance covers, and then match you with licensed people in your area. So if you're looking for referrals, that's exactly what they do. It's a great resource. So online and national resources. Choosing wisely right here, this first one. They are an organization whose mission is to spur conversations about what is medically necessary. They assist patients in avoiding those unnecessary procedures by giving you information about those medical procedures and whether or not it's truly medically necessary or not. So if you have questions, you may seek the second opinion of a doctor. You may also do a little research on your own. This is a place that you could start kind of doing a little bit of that research on your own. Medline Plus is what I recommend to people who like to use WebMD. WebMD is not super authoritative, but Medline Plus is run by the National Institutes of Health. It provides high quality health and wellness information on just about any health topic that you can. And that's the one that I go to when I have medical questions that come into the library. I start at Medline Plus usually, rather than Google, because Google gives you a pretty wide variety of results, usually not so good. So for me, this is the starting point. If you're going to start doing research for health topics online, start at Medline Plus, please. Don't start with Google. Skinsite.com, if you have, a skin condition or a rash or something on your skin that you don't know what it is, Skinsite has a rash finder. They have accurate images of skin conditions. They're not a substitute for a physician. You should see a doctor if you have any health concerns about your own body. But what I like about Skinsite is that they are not nearly as alarming as doing an internet search on Google, for example. If you've ever Googled any sort of skin condition on Google, what you've gotten back was probably very alarming. Skinsite kind of walks you through, what you've got, what it looks like, and shows you different pictures and that sort of thing. It's more reasonable, I think. Web Poison Control is the last one here. They are a virtual poison control center. They can be used in an emergency. They'll act as a guide to kind of like guide you through what happened, what you may have been exposed to, that sort of thing. It's always good to call a real poison control center too. What I really like about Web Poison Control is that they have a lot of information about poisonings and about toxins right on that website. And they also have a pill identifier. So for example, if you have a pill or find a pill on the ground, you don't know what it is, they have an identifier that can help you figure out exactly what that is. Okay, and so that's kind of my quick tour of lots of resources. Our contact information is also in here, Vickie's contact information and mine. If you have any further questions or additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, especially to the reference desk here. That's what we do. That's what we like to do. So, we like those questions that send us looking for information.
All right. Thank you very much, Danny. That was very educational. A lot of information. We will be glad to send out the PowerPoint program to anyone who would like to have it, or I'll just automatically send it, as well as our document listing other resources that we have in the library. A couple of things that I thought about while I was listening to Danny is on our regular website. I don't think you mentioned that we just have the senior section on our main website. You click on seniors, there's a lot of information under there. All these things Danny talked about and more are listed there. Another service that we offer right now, we are lending tablets, very similar to an iPad. They're actually called a G-Pad. You can borrow those. We have regular ones that go out for 1 week, and they can be renewed a couple of times if no one's waiting. We also have a special set that was done through a separate grant program for seniors, and those can go out for up to 9 weeks. There is a waiting list on those, but if you're interested in borrowing one of those, we can put you on the waiting list. In the meantime, you can try one of the short-term ones. By all means, give me a call. I will include all of our contact information when we send out the email with further information. So that is a possibility for more help. And as Danny said, call the reference desk. They're always happy to help. Wonderful people work at the reference desk, can find you anything you're looking for. If you need help with the website, call us while you're on it. They can direct you. They can really help you with all kinds of things. Right now, I'd like to open it up if there are any questions. If anybody has anything, there's a couple of ways that you can ask questions.
Oh, for crap's sakes.
You can unmute and ask a question, or you can type it into the chat feature, which is at the bottom of your Zoom. So I'm going to unmute. Are there any questions?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes. The Spark collection that you mentioned, that's in the large type part of the library, is it online? Could I see what's there online?
Those items are in the catalog. You can find them by searching for Launchpad or searching for Memory Kit, because we have little kits that go out. They have flashcards in them that just prompt memories. You'd have to see one to see what it's like.
I thought the Spark collection was different things.
Well, it's the Launchpads as well and the memory
Oh.
kits. Yeah,
Okay.
it's both of those things. And of course, we have all the large print books in that area, along with puzzles. We lend out jigsaw puzzles for people who want to borrow them. So that's another little collection that we have that's very popular with seniors. Are there any more questions? Cheryl?
So the flashcards would be like, for example, a word and a picture or something to that sort?
Right. So for instance, we have one that is about dogs. And so it would be a set of cards and it would have an image of a dog maybe running through a field. And the idea is you share it with someone who perhaps has dementia or whatever, and it will jog their memory and help them think of memories that you can then talk about and share.
Kind of
Okay.
for storytelling, you know,
Oh,
those memories and stories.
Right.
Right. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Well, I thank you very much for joining us. I will send out that information along with our contact information. And if you have any other needs, please let us know. Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Good night.
You're welcome.
Thank you for
Bye-bye.
coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.